Hello there, boys and girls. Hope you're ready for some football because tonight there's going to be plenty of it. We're talking Valdosta State at West Georgia. Hello there, good people. I'm Rob Shaw at Doak Campbell Stadium, site of Florida State University. You wouldn't expect to find me here. The Seminoles are on a bye this week. Next week they're playing at Jacksonville, but there are two players who likely will not.
Talk about Barry Zito
and
the star he is becoming.
We should discuss that.
Apparently, anybody named Barry in
San
San Francisco.
Wow.
You know, it's just $14.5 million. That's how much he's making this year to be the highest paid middle relief pitcher.
For 0 wins, 6 losses. You can calculate that one pretty well.
I'm pretty sure, as far as will he ever have any fantasy value again, I mean, personally, I think it's going to have to be a change in scenery. This is a guy that thrives on confidence, and that's the way it is. When you're a soft tosser going out there and you're getting major leaguers out with a 70-mile-per-hour curveball, you need to have confidence. He's got no confidence. His mistakes don't get past hitters. When you throw that slow, it's not going to get past hitters if you make a mistake and throw it over the plate. It's going to end up over the fence, and that's what's happened so far. The only way I could see it happening, that it works out for him, is that they end up eating up a large salary. And by the way, this isn't a small deal. This is about 7 years coming up. They'd have to eat up the salary because they don't have enough offense to get him any wins that would gain that confidence that he so sorely needs right now.
Hello there, good people. Welcome to Sports. I'm Rob Shaw, and we are live from Jacksonville, Florida today because we have a big-time Monday Night Football game. Plenty to talk about that in just a minute, but first, some late-breaking news out of Florida State University. Looks like the Seminoles will be making another change. Things have not looked good for them recently, now losing 2 in a row. First, the season began with a loss against Clemson, and then things got ugly this past weekend with Miami coming into town and disappointing a lot of Seminole fans. It's November 8th, which means happy birthday, Bobby Bowden, but unfortunately he's not receiving any gifts from his team today. In fact, it was him serving out a suspension to Marcus Ball. Violation of team rules, and that's what's going to leave him out of the game this upcoming weekend. He's a strong side linebacker, had 4 tackles in the big win last week, but this week he'll be watching as he sits for a 1-game suspension.
And that's what we're going to talk about because they're back on the field, which is a good thing for this team because for the first time they have some on-field adversity in the Reuben Carter era. Now his quarterback quit the team due to health concerns, and after a loss last weekend, they're going to South Carolina State in search for a big victory. Get to know Leon Campbell. That's the only senior quarterback on the squad these days, but it's the Dogs who open up the scoring. Cleveland McCoy, he's a quarterback. He finds Octavius Darby, junior tight end, quick 6 there. Then the Rattlers struggling on offense. Leon Campbell shows off his arm strength, pretty good for a 5'7" guy. Problem is that ends up in the wrong team. Double coverage will hurt you. Rattlers pay. Dogs go to their fullback who finds the path up the middle. Jonathan into the woods we go is the name. 14-0 is the game. Coach Carter can't be happy with these results. Back on offense, the Rattlers. This time at the goal line where things are usually good. Anthony Edwards crosses it. That's his 2nd touchdown of the year. The momentum, it will not hold. Like a pinball. Check out sophomore William Ford. Bounces off tacklers, stays on his feet all the way to the end zone. A 40-yard destination, a 14-point lead. It'll get worse for the Rattlers before it gets better. This time Evans capers. He introduces himself to the end zone. 28-7, Rattlers getting rattled. Finally, a bright spot for the orange and green freshman quarterback. That was Eddie Battle in his first action of the season. Makes things happen. Michael Benson for the touchdown, 49-14. I'm afraid that's how it ends, folks. Rattlers drop to 2-4 on the season. Let's take a look inside the stats. 60 years ago, Jackie Robinson made history, the first black American to play Major League affiliated baseball. We all know this. Jackie Robinson has become a part of the American history curriculum. What you might not have known is that Jackie Robinson is one of our own. 87 years ago, Jackie Robinson was born into a humble cottage near Cairo, Georgia, a quaint southern city just a few miles north of Havana, Florida, and a few miles west of Thomasville, Georgia. All remains of the house is this chimney that stood feet from where Jack Roosevelt Robinson came into the world.
If there was a factor for this game, for the Giants to win, I think that they have a chance. Pressure on Romo. That is the difference. Their secondary hasn't improved. No. They're not getting any younger. They're not getting any
guys
better.
up front.
But if you're able to put immediate pressure on Romo,
Absolutely.
That's when the bad passes happen, and that's when mediocre players can capitalize.